Hey everybody, so before we get started, a couple things. Yes, I don't have the bulky gaming headphones on. I got this new mic, it came in late last week. I also got a boom mic from a friend of mine for the times we have a guest speaker. Also, speaking of guest speakers, we will not have one in this video. That's going to get postponed a few weeks, but stay tuned for sure. Subscribe to the channel and you will get the notifications on when I post a new video every Wednesday, just sometime on Wednesday. Also, our t-shirt fundraising is still going on. Please help us. It is going on till the 28th. We still need like 6 or 7 shirts to be sold to reach our minimum. So please, please, please. The link will be in the description below. Again, please help us out with that. Thank you. And let's talk. Hey, everybody. So as I already told you, the person who I had or was going to have, said there were some miscommunications. So that got corrected like today, right? And as I'm going through today, like as I'm making this video, it's almost midnight. And I'm sitting there throughout the whole day thinking, what am I going to do? Because my whole script, my whole outline, everything I was going to talk about was dependent on 2 people. Questions and answers, if you will. So I was thinking, and I was, God, I don't know if this is what I want to do. I have found myself multiple times getting to that same headspace where it's, God, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to continue. I don't want to go through with these TikToks or these YouTube videos or even just showing up sometimes. I don't want to continue with this because it hurts. The voices start to get a little louder than you anticipate. And I don't mean voices in regards to having the multiple voices in your head and multiple personalities. I'm not the smartest, so you'll have to forgive me. But that's not me. It's the voices of the enemy, the voices of the devil start to get a little loud. Like, it's not even worth it. You've waited till almost midnight. And there's no point because no one's going to see them or no one's going to care about them. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who has something that he is passionate about, that he really loves to do, but gets discouraged. If any minister out there, any pastor out there will tell you, don't get into the ministry because it's going to hurt and it's going to be hard and you're going to be attacked. And there's moments like today when you just sit and you're just like, I want to give up. I do. But I don't. And the reason why I don't is because somehow God gives me the strength to push forward even when I can't. The story of Elijah. He's on fire for God. So much so where he goes and he kills 400 some odd prophets. And then he turns around because one person says something. One person, Jezebel, says, I'm going to kill you. So he turns and he runs like 40 miles or 40 days in the other direction. He runs about a day and he finds himself sleeping underneath a tree, and God wakes him up with an angel and provides him cake. He falls back to sleep, wakes back up, eats some more cake, and then that's when he goes to the other 40 days, give or take, before he finds himself in a cave. He runs away from the mission that God commanded him. He runs in a cave where he sulks and he weeps. And he is on the verge of giving up. And then it says that there's a voice. And God asked Elijah, what are you doing here? And Elijah's just like, God, kill me now. I'm ready to die. Just kill me now. I don't want to do this anymore. First, I've got to say this before I continue with that story. I understand. And there are people who are close to me who I'm nothing but a good old boy. I'm nothing but a stutterer. I am my weaknesses. I am my flaws. So, but I firmly believe that there's more to me than that. There's bits and pieces of me that I don't open up about, that I don't share with just anybody about, because I hold them sacred. I don't want to be vulnerable, because being vulnerable means letting people in. And that can only end up hurting me. I know what it's like, more than I want to admit, to be at that point when it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. It's not even that I don't want to. It's just I can't. I cannot push through like you want me to. I don't have the strength. Kill me now, because I'm good for nothing else. I've been there. So if that is you, you are not alone. So Elijah has this conversation with God, and then he's, God, I don't want to do this. God, I can't. And then it says there is a fire. But it says God was not in the fire. It says that there was an earthquake, and there was a wind, and there was all these big miraculous things, and God wasn't in a single one of them. But what it does say is there was a still small voice. And God was in that. I think when we reach our lowest points, when we reach that point when it's, God, I can't do this anymore, we look to God in the big and in the miraculous, and in the paycheck that's supposed to pay off our house note, or in these big, just somehow big miraculous ways, we ask God to open up the heavens and to part the waters, and to set a tree on fire without letting it burn, and all these big miraculous things that only God can do, and we fail to just sit and listen. We fail where it says in Psalms to be still and know. I know what it's like to want to give up. I know what it's like to stand there on the edge of the cliff and look at God and say, I'm done. I have nothing else to give. I've had those moments when I've had to wrestle with God in my prayers with tears, saying, I thought this was how it was supposed to go. I thought this is what you said, and if that is true, then where are you in this? I've had those moments when I've just ran away because I get so depressed. And then we get to this moment when we're depressed, like I said, and we look for God and all these big things. And if we were to just be still, if we were to just listen, we would notice that God was always there. He was always with you. He was always beside you. He never left you. Sometimes he allows us to experience pain. And that's hard. It's hard to sit and think and worship a God who allows us to experience pain, to experience heartache. But if we never did, we would never have a reason to serve him. If we never experienced pain and heartache, we would not be able to look at each other knowing about God's grace and his mercy and his love, let alone be able to truly praise him. We go through that for a reason. And we may never know what that reason is. We may die before we have an answer. But we are but a mere thread in the tapestry that is his great design. Never forget, no matter what happens, God is always there. And he will always love you. Go in peace. And listen. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please go and like it, as well as subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for more videos every Wednesday. Love y'all.